How's it going, everyone? This is Dr. Hefe playing some more Disco Elysium, the final cut, and in the last episode we perfected the art of teleportation and ended up here on the top of the old Feld building. The Shivers told us that Ruby was inside, so we got up here. But we're not going to go confront her yet, as I've been saying on and on again. We're waiting for some time to pass. We want to get our gun from pigs. We have to wait until the evening to do that. What is this green dot? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Well, I guess we just go down the stairs here. Thanks for this little extra loading screen area. Loving it, enjoying the design choices here. Oh, we got lots of dots blinking and blooping over here. You should take out your flashlight. You know what? Thank you, Dot, for blinking and blooping like that. Collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze up. We did squeeze up, though. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe. Hey, look, it's Kim! So, return table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Let's not investigate that too much further.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Let's push the doors open. We're big and strong. Oh, yeah. What's up, Kim?
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Hell yeah, Kim. You and me, two buff dudes.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How'd you even get there?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
Maintenance entrance? So pedestrian.
Yes. It's cool to risk your life climbing rickety ladders. Anyway, let's investigate these passages.
Yeah, you know it's cool, Kim. You know it's cool. Alright, so let's continue on with our investigation. Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. What's in the box? An inter-isolary suit jacket, which increases our suggestion. Don't we already have a jacket that increases suggestion? Yeah, we have this one. Huh. Dressed for the occasion. +1 suggestion. It does look very nice. It has still... Does it really still have the red rose there? No way. Slowly wilting. A muted brown suit jacket, perfect for a day at the office or at an evening at a cafe. The red rose at the bottom of the left breast pocket is slowly wilting. Wow. I thought this was an old, dilapidated building, but people are still bringing their cool jackets here. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Oh. Well, look at this. Yes. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Another little special area. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Ooh, revolutionary hat. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. Okay, let's put this on for a second. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Friendly neighborhood communard. Anushanka with the Mazovian. What's happening to my feet? Oh, it's the shadows. Anushanka with the Mazovian logo. A pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. Yes, what thought is coming in?
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
This is a Anushanka, right?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Glory to the revolution. We're not that communist, though. We are a little bit communist, but mostly ultra-liberal. A little bit fascist, a little bit moralist. We have no honor, though. What happened to our honor? Oh, let's put on our Peepo hat. Oh yeah, and now that we don't need Savvy, let's put on our binoclard glasses. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures. Uh-oh, is my voice going? I hope not. The same slit window you saw from the outside.
A
Is this our
mustachioed
friend,
and mutton-chopped man,
Karamazov?
amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Had a little drink of water, spilled half of it on myself, as you do. Let's brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Yeah, good thing we shaved off our mustache and sideburns.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
This is a delicious shivers. Thank you for giving me that one. It's that Mazov guy. This must have been the hiding place of some naive left. Why am I saying naive?
Some radical.
Oh,
radicals
right, so we get
were
money.
hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Yeah, Kim's like, sure. Whatever you want to do, man. A long time ago? How long? Years, man. Since the revolution.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Yeah, what's with all the secret weapons, caches, and bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
But you would think, like, the kids would get into this, like, especially Kuno. I mean, he's out here stealing locusts. Why hasn't he broken into this building?
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I mean, I don't think so. That student is of today's time and age, not 50 years ago.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stopped through here recently? No, it's too dusty, right?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Thanks, Kim. Good to know. Good to know. Some dots here, some dots there. Footprints on the sand. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. The driver. Uh-huh. Something in the air. An unnatural buzzing. Tunnel collapsed. You have to find another way around. And as we come around the corner, what happens? It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No, what do you mean?
It's a pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down, uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Oh. Yeah, we do have all these information. Nice. I like how there's this little breakdown here. We found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but he may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
If you must. And we still got a date with the pigs. And my gun.
We absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100% confirmed. I fear you'll need your gun for this.
His hand rests on his holster. It's not enough. You need a gun in your hand too. Your gun.
Your gun. Where's Half-Light coming in to talk about that? How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
No, not the entire city, just Martinez.
Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
And what do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
And there we have it. Kim is letting us know we can't go forward. We still gotta talk to pigs. I mean, I'm sure we could go forward. Just that. The entire city may burn down. The fate of the world rests upon our hands. We are the harbinger of the apocalypse. But does that mean that we need to cause the apocalypse? To create the apocalypse? No. We're just letting people know the apocalypse is coming. Okay, let's take this flashlight out. But that does remind me, good Kimball. Even though he hates that nickname, I kind of love it for him. We can go talk to Joyce. Good old Rejoice Messier. Kind of wish we could go with her.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Down.
Look at those little bastards.
Oh, man. But our suggestion is very low. We cannot take her on a walk with us. But we can talk to Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is... Oh. Think of something close to you. This is interesting. I know we have our Spear the
Glad to
Core
have been
jacket on. Right? This gives us a Spear the Core. But what about... Man, there's so many jackets that Disco has Blazer. Oh, let's not talk about that one. There's probably other things that give us more, right? Or is it just our jacket? Could be just our jacket. I would have thought there would be something else. Oh, yeah. Good old fuck the world jacket. But yeah, I guess that's it. So let's see. Let's ask her about it.
You're back. Good. What can I help? More lessons in basic reality?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass.
Man, rabies is such a sad thing. Such a sad thing. It's so horrible. Such a horrible disease. So unfortunate putting down this poor dog.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?"
Oh, they're talking about me.
"Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
He'll find it again, and we have, haven't we?
We always do.
We always do. What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The RCM, not the RCP. The Revachol Citizens Militia. We're not a police force, we're a militia.
Preciso mundo.
Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean, Joyce? Please give us more world building.
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
I'm sure foreign capital does love cities in a laissez-faire status.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically a lackey of capital, a thrall to foreign interests. I'm one of the good guys. I'm gonna avoid this subject and ask. This is very moralist. So basically one of the good guys. Is this the ultra liberal?
There's nothing basic about your role,
probably
Detective.
not.
It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Oh. Why not?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government.
That's true.
Revachol in the 20s was hell.
We've learned the history of
especially on the
Revachol.
west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Right, the meltdown. That's what happened to Roy, right? He helped clean it up and then he got addicted to the pure Holodon. What was the privatization scheme? I forget what that one was.
They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
Damn. But like we did the work. We did the hard work.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh, Kim, you moralist.
Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
No, Kim, I like it when you intrude. Feel free to. Feel free to speak up, man. Speak your mind.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Our conceptualization is impossible. Well, let's ask where we are.
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby? Oh, see? I've been saying baby. Keep it disco, baby. Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
Yo, I'm a disco holdover.
Aren't we all?
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock.
I thought Jamrock was more centralized. I didn't realize we were so close to our home precinct.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Ah, you came here to meet the boys, did you, Joyce?
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
So, we're near an ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean.
That would make
the
sense.
world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities.
Okay. And what is the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know.
Do we know?
Imagine
Let's
a
not talk
pebble.
about Caillou either.
A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
Wow, that's a huge river and a huge delta if we're on the 6th branch of it.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Okay, so that's Martinet. Tell me about Revachol.
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
Yeah, what makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
What does that even mean, resolve history? Well, let's get a little bit more information first before we ask about resolving history. Who built the city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
Ah, yes, of course. Of course, good old colonialism. When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Man, that is an old city. Very old, very old. Pretty much older than most cities here in the US. And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
I mean, it was once like the frickin' when during the suzerainty times, it was like the center of the world, right?
By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Okay.
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're pretty much at the center on the world? That's what she's saying. An unimportant part of... No, that's not what she's saying. That's not what she's saying either. She's saying number 2. At least that's what it sounds like. 200 million people sounds like a lot. Again, I guess we don't know the population statistics of the world of Revachol. And we don't know exactly what the Insulindic Ocean means, but it sounds like we're in like the middle of a major shipping area. Like, almost like a Singapore, or... I mean, Hawaii's kind of in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's not really... I wouldn't say it could sustain 200 million people. Like a Japan, almost. Kind of. So we're pretty much at the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off.
Oh.
About...
Ah, right. She's like, oh no, we're in Martinez. We're not in downtown.
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Damn.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
And where are we?
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Jamais vu. Derealization? What is this? Revachol Special Administrative Region Les Cailloux, the Insulindian Ocean Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trouvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corner, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all thoughts, the one you truly must complete. I feel like that's probably not true. We have so many different thoughts that all think that they're very interesting.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Dude, we're just here in Revachol.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
Yeah, let's click this button. Let's see if we can roll double 12s.
A strange coldness
very
comes
close.
over you. It's on the tip of your tongue. A doubt of sorts already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait and return to this later. Once the Jamais vu thought is complete.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Oh, so we could try and get the Jamais vu thought to complete. But I feel like that's going to take so much time. Time we barely even have. We're trying to get just to see the pigs, deal with the pigs, and go on. It takes what, 3.5 hours? So that would be what, 23? We do have to go see pigs at 2200. We could do it. We could do it. We could do it. What do we get rid of? We can't get rid of the hustling. We can't get rid of Aces High. No, no, no. Oh, Hobo Cop. It's been so long since we thought of good old Hobo Cop. We could get rid of Jamrock Shuffle. We're probably not going to go into too many lost containers anymore. Alright, Jamais vu. Let's see if we'll get you in time. It's almost time for us to go see our friends the Dice Maker. I'm just trying to think who else we can talk to, who else we can interact with, how else we can spend some time. Kim won't let us just chill out on a bench, waiting. No, we gotta actually spend our time. Maybe we go buy some more books? That could be something we do. Hopefully the bookstore is still open.
That page 3 girl, she must be the most beautiful page 3 girl ever printed. And look at those freckles. The origin of disco. Makes you want to dive into the boogie, doesn't it? Get closer to disco itself with Miss Page 3.
Where is this coming from, electrochemistry? Did we just see something on the sidewalk? On the side of the pawn shop?
Come on, Beauty is inviting you on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage you can make with just your hand.
A pilgrimage? What does this mean? Let's not... This is not how I remember the freckled girl? What? What is going on? Hold on, is this what happens when you two get together? Hand-eye coordination and electrochemistry?
Yes, sure is.
Alright, how can we travel there? I am afraid. I am very afraid of what they're going to say, but let us ask and hear their answer.
Oh, come on. Don't say you've forgotten that as well. You can feel what you want to do. You want a party, don't you? Party right now with Miss Page 3. Unzip and party.
Oh my god. Hang on. No, I can't. Oh my god, what do I even click here? This is so like... oh my goodness. Well, let's get wild with it. Right now?
That's exactly what I mean. Unzip and party down on yourself, my man. No one's watching.
Dude, Kim is right here.
Except Miss Page 3, of course.
But Kim!
Look at her thighs. Between her thighs. And what are you waiting for, man?
Where did we find Miss Page 3? We're just walking down the street.
Party with Miss Page 3 all the way to Disco Zero.
What? What? Should I invite Kim to travel to the origin of disco? Ooh, what is going on? This I feel is like how you... Kim would not be okay with this.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Dear God. Dear God. I cannot even think about what would happen. Oh, we are feeling the disco. We are feeling the Kim's gonna be so upset.
Is what you're thinking. But you don't want to disco,
like this.
Not really. Not in the deepest part of your soul, where the freckles only make you sad.
Ooh.
Come on, what are you talking about? Sad freckles. Freckles are fun.
Why do I hurt all of a sudden?
The furnace has long been cold, despite itself. You're too sad to jerk off. This is not the first time this has happened, either.
Wow. Wow.
Then it is truly over. You are beyond the help of the Page 3 girl. You are truly doomed.
Wow. That was a series of events. That definitely was a series of events. I think that's the perfect thing to end on. The perfect thing to end on. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself. Keep it disco, baby. I say, now seeing that there are several different connotations considering the last few minutes. But you do you. You do you, however you want to keep it disco. Okay, until next time, take care of yourself. My goodness.